The Sims 4 is still pumping a lot of packs since its release. As of the time I'm recording this, they have released 15 expansion packs and one more on the way, 12 game packs, 20 stuff packs, and I don't even want to count all the kits out there. And of course, there are still many features players may have missed that are either fascinating, useful, or mind-blowing. Hello everyone, this is Abi aka onlyabidoang, and today I'm going to show you 50 more features from packs that you might not know in The Sims 4. Since we're counting from the previous video, I'm gonna start from number 51. Feel free to watch the first part of the video if you haven't, or watch it right after this. These neon lights can actually be upgraded to have animations if you have enough handiness skill. After you upgrade it, they will have some movements and each has its own unique animations which looks pretty neat. They can also break though, and Sims can laugh at it if they want to. If you've bought some earbuds from the computer and you wear it to listen for some music, you can still go to work or school while wearing it. Because of that, their fun need will periodically be filled. This can be very useful if you want them to work or study hard, as it will prevent your fun need from dropping. If you eat a curry dish and play basketball right after, you'll get a special energized buff called Hot Like Curry. With this buff active, you will have boosted basketball performance even if you have low fitness skill. This is a reference to Stephen Curry, a professional NBA player. The number in the buff icon also matches his actual jersey number. If you join the engineer career at level 7, you get to choose between two branches. If you choose the computer engineer branch, at level 9 you'll unlock the ability to create these computer glasses in a robotics station. When worn, these glasses can be used to do computer stuff anywhere you want and also scan the same traits or emotions. If you choose the mechanical engineer branch, you'll be able to build this Exo Suit on level 8 and helmet on level 9. The Exo Suit makes you focused and boosts your fitness and handiness skill gain. You can also engage hover mode so you fly like a servo. Meanwhile, the helmet boosts your logic and robotics skill gain. In Solani, when visiting Muapel for the first time, you may notice that it's pretty polluted. But if you conserve the island's ecosystem by cleaning out the trash, removing junk debris, and joining the Conservationist career, it'll slowly be replenished and the island environment will start to flourish. Once it's fully preserved, you can even meet the rare albino dolphin. If you join the Civil Designer career and choose the Green Technician branch, on level 5 of the career you'll unlock the cruelty-free meat from this vertical garden object, which is basically this freaky meat wall plant kind of thing. You can water it, spray it, and even massage it. Once it matures, you can harvest these meat cubes and use it as a cooking ingredient to replace regular meat. You can also eat it straight away if you want. As a spellcaster, you'll be able to collect and summon different kinds of magical familiars that can follow you around. However, if you somehow die while still having the familiar around, they can immediately revive you back to life. This ability will have a cooldown period before they can do it again, so don't die for now. Sims can play fetch with dogs by throwing this squeaky pet ball into the swimming pool or the sea. The dog will swim to retrieve the ball and give it back to you. Once you've reached level 6 of the Research and Debate skill, you can use the research machine to contribute knowledge of skills you've learned and gain money. But if you overdo it, you will have a literal mind-blowing experience and die because of this. Yeah, Emily, I don't think there's something worth contributing inside the head of yours there. The ghost will be considered as death by overexertion. You can get some jars of honey by taking care of this bee box. Besides filling up your hunger need, drinking honey gives your sim an immunity to any temperature for 4 hours. This includes extreme heat and extreme cold. When a vampire drinks a sim's plasma, there's a rare chance that they will consider a specific sim tastier. Every time they drink that sim, they will get a unique happy buff. Because of this, I usually make a club for these tasty sims once I discover them and start a club gathering whenever my vampire sim is hungry. If there's a wild fox stalking around your lot and you have a llama around, they will spit on the fox and make them go away. If you have level 6 of the Christmas skill, have a podium nearby, and have Tombstone of a deceased sim in your inventory, you can click on the tombstone to give a eulogy. Your sim will go to the nearest podium and give one. They can also give a celebratory eulogy if they're happy and a touching eulogy if they're sad. Usually, you greet someone you've already met by shaking their hands, but in the world of Windenburg, they will greet an acquainted sim by kissing on both cheeks, even if the sim you're greeting isn't actually from there. If you hang your Sim's marriage certificate, you can click on it to reminisce your marriage. You will have different reaction depending on the status of your marriage. This is the buff if they're still happily married, married but with strained relationship, divorced on good terms, divorced on bad terms, and widowed. When you live in Strangerville and are going through its storyline, you may experience this problem where these weird purple vines start appearing on plumbing appliances, including sinks, toilets, bathtubs, and showers. They may even appear while your sim is using it, freaking them out. Don't worry, you can clock them out to remove them. If your sim is a level 10 scientist and have an upgraded wormhole generator in the laboratory, when they go back to work again, they may be met with this unique work event where you're tasked to go to the alien world, but then you'll be surprised with an alien party in the planet Zigzam. The usually empty area will now be filled with aliens, tables, couches, bar tables, musical instruments, and some decorations. You'll also have this new job task where you have to talk to the aliens, taste their version of Earth drinks, and many others. In the world of Hanford on Bagley, if a sim sings or plays any musical instruments while being outdoors in the Bramblewood district, wild birds will appear and flock around your sims Disney princess style, and it doesn't matter if you're good at it or not. Elder sims can ask about technology to younger sims. The younger sim may either react eagerly or reluctantly, but still teach them regardless. The Bearcula teddy bear will not have any reflection whatsoever if you see it through a mirror. After reaching level 7 of the wellness skill, sims can click on the ground to teleport there by meditating. The animation will play for quite a while before transporting the sim to the destination. If a couple is sitting side by side at a picnic table or a restaurant booth and have a meal in front of them, one of them can perform this feed a bite romantic interaction, and it's pretty cute. When carrying an infant, you can click on a pond or a beach and dip their toes in the water. It's quite an adorable interaction, and it will give them a playful buff as well. You can research your genealogy in the computer. Usually, nothing will happen after that, but there's a chance that in the next day or so, you'll get a phone call from your long-lost relative asking to stay over for a few days. Their physical characteristics will be very similar to your sims. You may even feel a bit tense after meeting them because of the resemblance. Even though they won't appear in your family tree, they'll still be considered as your family, so you cannot romance them. If your sim is still inside the money vault and then another sim closes the door, they will get stuck and start to freak out. Don't worry though, they can get out of there by breaking out from it themselves or by having another sim open the vault door. Mannequins aren't actually objects, but rather a frozen sim with mannequin skin. That's why when you place it, there's a limit on how many mannequins you can place. You can't even shrink or enlarge them after you place them. Additionally, since it's a hidden skin, technically, a living sim can wear the skin with mods that unlock them. You can also play as these living mannequins without mods by downloading them from the gallery where others have made them. Children and teenager sims can join the scouting after-school activity, and they need to obtain these scouting badges in order to advance to their scouting rank. Once they've reached the 5th rank after collecting all badges, your sim will receive this extremely useful scouting aptitude reward trait which boosts all of your sim's skill gain by 25% permanently, even after they grow up. If there are 2 toddlers and one of them is currently playing something like a tablet, the others can do the "that's mine" interaction and act fussy because of it, reducing their relationship. Child sims can also do the same to others. Child sims can look for discarded toys inside an outdoor trash bin or on these frog locks. They may either get nothing, a random toy, or a Void Creator booster pack that gives you a random Void Creator card. If you're tired of this lame old fighting animation, try joining the military. Once you've reached level 3 of the career, you unlock the ability to spar with others as a friendly interaction. You and the other sim will take a fighting stance and fight each other in a stylish way. Sorta like a martial arts sparring or some sort. This increases their fitness skill and, in the end, improves their relationship. You may already know about the Fla Wealth interaction, where you can throw away your money into your surroundings just for the heck of it. But if you do it near other sims, they will approach you and catch as much money as they can from you. You probably already know about Murphy Bed crushing sims when you try to put it down, but did you know that they can also crush your sim when sleeping? Don't worry, they won't die if it crushes your sim in the middle of sleeping, but yeah, one more reason not to use this cursed bed. Usually you'll sit on the side of the bed, but if you click on the upper portion of the bed or around the pillows, you can sit down or kneel right on top of the bed. You can still perform several interactions while sitting on the bed like so. If you have a hand vacuum in your inventory, you can clean toddlers with the vacuum. This will increase their hygiene and fun need. Want to keep your mermaid sims hydrated? Try flooding the room a little with the water tool in build mode. Now, whenever they're inside that flooded room, their hydration need will slowly rise, even when they do other stuff in there like using the computer or sleeping. Mermaids obviously cannot die of drowning, but did you know that they still can? If they experience death by other means, such as extreme emotional death, death by freezing, etc. while swimming but they cannot get out of the pool, they will use the drowning animation instead. Inside my Shuno, you may meet this human statue street performer and you can do various interactions with them. However, if you tip them a few times, you'll get a notification saying that you've unlocked the same human statue headwear, outfit, and face paint in Create a Sim. If you wear them all, you can now start basking to gain some simoleons from others as well. There's also a silver variant of the look. With level 5 mixology skill, sims can mix this dyed cocktail drink that, besides making them happy, also makes their skin have colorful blotches temporarily. You can also create a prank dyed cocktail and give it to others to surprise them. If you have a horse with the brave trait and are good friends with them, you can perform the best in horse bravery. Your sim will hug the horse and after that, all of your sim's fears will be completely removed. This can only be done once every 2 days. Have you ever wondered why sometimes you find a random mineral lying on the ground every once in a while, especially after a thunderstorm? It's because that lightning strikes can sometimes spawn a random crystal, metal, or element on the ground. The mineral spawn will also always have the rare rarity. The selling price of the autograph that you get from a celebrity after you appraise it will be drastically higher when they're already dead. You can also ask a ghost celebrity for a new autograph directly and the price will still be high. Simmers, you know what to do next. Sims in the level 2 of the politician career can debate politics from the left or right. Each sim holds one of these political views and having the same one lets you perform political actions easier. Also, trying to debate from the opposite view after debating from the other view makes your sim embarrassed. If you have a mod that can show their hidden traits like show sim info, their political leaning will appear here right after someone debates with them. You can send emotional texts to other sims when feeling certain emotions. After doing so, sometimes the sim you texted will ask you to hang out somewhere, depending on what you're feeling. They will ask you to cool down in a pool if you're angry, come to their place if you're sad, grab a drink in a bar if you're flirty, go to the gym if you're energized, hang out in the park if you're playful, or invite you to any hangout spot if you're happy. If you build a treehouse, you can put certain objects on top of it. To find them, just go to Build By mode and search Placeable on Treehouse, where objects compatible for the treehouse will be shown. All of these items will be usable once placed, even some from other packs. There's a limited space up there though, so you can only place a few. If your sim has any late bonfire from any packs, for example the one in Get Together, and takes out the trash, instead of the outdoor trash bin, they will throw them straight into the bonfire. You can buy this object called Celestial Crystal Crown in Buy mode. Once worn, you can mount any crystal you have in the inventory and each will have different effects. The effects include boosting certain needs, removing negative emotions, boosting certain skill gain, giving you a temporary trait, and many more. The rarer the crystal, the more powerful the benefits. Who needs that crystal creations pack now? In the Star Wars world, aka Batu, if you're in rank 1 of the Scoundrels faction, you can swindle a sim for some galaxy credits, which is Batu's currency. But if you go back home, you can still swindle others for some cash and instead of galaxy credits, you'll only get 100 simoleons each. The more charisma skill you have, the better you'll succeed. If you have a child sim or younger in your household and they don't have existing parents in the game, an adult sim can adopt them directly. Once adopted, both of them will appear in the family tree as child and parent. If there's a New Year's Eve holiday, a sim that has level 2 mischief skill or has the mean, childish or evil trait can sabotage the New Year's Eve countdown channel when anyone is watching. The sim will turn off the TV and laugh maniacally while everyone else will be upset and become tense, but they can still turn it back on later. Remember these food stalls that come from various packs? Well, it appears that they actually have some slots for bar stools on the side of the stalls, so no need to place additional tables for the customers. So those are 50 more pack features in The Sims 4. Did you know about most of these before? Or do you know more less known features that I haven't mentioned in these videos? Let us know in the comments down below. Thank you so much everyone for watching this video. Hope you like them and be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. See you later!